The Grand Priest's chamber existed beyond the concept of space itself, a realm where reality bent to the will of the divine. Daishinkan stood motionless before the throne of Zeno, his usually calm expression carrying an unfamiliar weight. The twin Omni-Kings tilted their heads in unison. Curious, Daishinkan looks serious? One Zeno observed. Very serious, the other agreed. The Grand Priest clasped his hands behind his back, and for the first time in eons, his voice carried a tremor that even the angels would have found impossible to believe. "My lords," he began, his silvery eyes fixed on the childlike gods before him.
"There is a matter of grave importance I must discuss. It concerns the Saiyan known as Son Goku."
The Xenos leaned forward with interest. They liked Goku. He was fun.
"I must confess something that even I find difficult to admit."
Daishinkan continued.
"I am afraid of him."
The silence that followed was absolute. The Grand Priest, father of the angels, the most powerful being beneath the Omni-Kings themselves, had just admitted fear. "Why scared of Goku?" one Xeno asked, genuinely puzzled. Daishinkan's expression hardened with ancient knowledge.
"Because I have discovered a truth that has been buried in the genetic code of the Saiyan race since the dawn of their existence. My lords, I request permission to personally train Son Goku, but first, you must understand what he truly is."
The Grand Priest raised his hand, and holographic strands of DNA materialized in the air between them, glowing with divine light.
All Saiyans carry within them a dormant genetic segment, a remnant of their ancestral origins. This DNA is inherited from one of two legendary warriors, Akumo, the Crimson Destroyer, or Yamoshi, the first Super Saiyan God.
The DNA strands split, showing two distinct patterns, one pulsing with dark red energy, the other radiating golden white light.
I have spent considerable time studying Goku's lineage, tracing his bloodline back through countless generations.
Daishinkan explained, his voice gaining intensity.
What I discovered defies all probability. Son Goku is not merely a descendant of Yamoshi. He is Yamoshi's direct reincarnation, carrying his DNA in its absolute purest form, untainted, undiluted, and completely intact.
The Xenos exchanged glances, beginning to understand the gravity of the situation.
These genes, however, are heavily suppressed by natural limiters built into Saiyan biology. If they were to awaken prematurely or uncontrolled, the resulting power would not simply threaten a universe or even a timeline. It would trigger a cascade reaction leading to the complete annihilation of the entire multiverse. Every universe, every reality, every dimension, all universes would cease to exist simultaneously.
One Xeno frowned. "That's bad. Very bad." The other agreed.
Which is precisely why I must be the one to guide this awakening under controlled conditions with proper training. Goku can unlock this power safely, but it requires my direct intervention. No one else, not even my children, possesses the knowledge or ability to manage this transition.
The Xenos looked at each other, communicating in that wordless way only they could. After a moment, they turned back to the Grand Priest and nodded in perfect synchronization. "Okay, Daishinkan can train Goku, but keep everything safe." The Grand Priest bowed deeply. "Thank you, my lords. I will summon him immediately." On Beerus's planet, Whis was in the middle of teaching Vegeta a new evasion technique when his staff suddenly chimed with an unusual frequency, one reserved only for communications from the Grand Priest himself. The angel's perpetually cheerful expression faltered for just a fraction of a second. My, Whis murmured, lifting his staff. "This is unexpected." The crystal atop his staff glowed brilliantly, and Daishinkan's voice emerged, calm but carrying unmistakable authority.
"Whis, I require you to send Son Goku to Zeno's palace immediately. This is not a request. It is a directive from the Omni-Kings themselves."
Vegeta's eyes narrowed. What does the Grand Priest want with Kakarot? Whis didn't answer immediately. His usually playful demeanor had vanished entirely, replaced by something Vegeta had rarely seen, genuine concern. "I understand, Father. I will inform him at once." The communication ended, and Whis tapped his staff against the ground. In a flash of light, Goku materialized before them, a confused but excited expression on his face.
Whis, what's going on? Your message sounded really important.
Goku, the Grand Priest has requested your presence at Zeno's palace.
Goku's excitement dimmed slightly, replaced by curiosity.
Daishinkan wants to see me? Did I do something wrong?
I don't believe so.
Whis replied carefully.
But this is a direct order from Grand Zeno. You must go now.
Goku's face brightened again.
All right. If Zeno-sama wants to see me, I'm not gonna keep him waiting.
He placed 2 fingers to his forehead, preparing to use instant transmission. In a blink, he was gone. Vegeta crossed his arms, his expression dark. Something's wrong. The Grand Priest doesn't personally summon anyone without reason. Whis stared at the spot where Goku had vanished, his grip tightening slightly on his staff.
No, he doesn't.
Goku appeared in the throne room of Zeno's palace, immediately dropping to one knee in respect.
Zennies, you wanted to see me?
"Goku!" both Xenos exclaimed happily, waving at him. The Grand Priest stepped forward, his presence commanding the entire space.
"Rise, Son Goku. Thank you for coming so promptly.
Goku stood, grinning.
Of course! So what's this all about?
The Grand Priest studied him for a long moment, those ancient eyes seeming to peer through Goku's very soul.
I must begin by commending you on your mastery of Ultra Instinct. You have achieved what even gods struggle to accomplish. Your growth has been extraordinary.
Goku rubbed the back of his head sheepishly.
Thanks, but I still got a long way to go. There's always someone stronger out there, right?
Indeed.
Daishinkan said, a slight smile touching his lips.
Which brings me to why I summoned you. I want to teach you a technique that exists far beyond Ultra Instinct, something that transcends even the realm of the divine.
Goku's eyes lit up like a child's on his birthday.
Really? Something even stronger than Ultra Instinct? What is it? Can I learn it right now?
Your enthusiasm is admirable, the Grand Priest said.
But first, you must understand what you are about to undertake. This technique is called Primal Instinct.
Primal Instinct, Goku repeated, testing the words. What makes it different from Ultra Instinct? Daishinkan began to walk slowly around Goku, his hands folded behind his back.
Ultra Instinct separates consciousness from action, allowing your body to move and react without the interference of thought. It is the perfection of technique. But Primal Instinct goes deeper. It taps into the fundamental essence of what you are, the genetic memory encoded in your very DNA. It awakens the power of your ancestors and channels it through instinct that predates civilization itself.
Goku listened intently, his martial artist's mind already racing with possibilities. However, the Grand Priest continued,
there is a prerequisite. The first step to accessing Primal Instinct requires you to regrow your tail.
Goku blinked in surprise, unconsciously reaching for his lower back where his tail had once been. My tail? But it's been gone since I was a kid. I didn't think it could grow back anymore. Under normal circumstances, it cannot, Daishinkan agreed.
The adult Saiyan body naturally prevents tail regeneration as a protective measure, but I am not bound by such limitations.
Without warning, the Grand Priest raised his hand. Divine energy, pure, overwhelming, and utterly controlled, flowed from his palm like liquid starlight. Goku felt a strange warmth spreading across his lower back, a tingling sensation that was neither painful nor unpleasant. And then, in a matter of seconds, brown fur emerged from his spine, extending and growing until his Saiyan tail had fully reformed, swaying behind him as naturally as if it had never been gone. Goku grabbed his new tail, eyes wide with amazement.
Whoa, it's really back. I can feel everything. It's so weird after all these years.
Guard it carefully. Your training begins tomorrow. For now, return home and prepare yourself mentally. What you are about to undergo will challenge everything you think you know about power.
Goku nodded eagerly, but before he could respond, the Grand Priest added one more thing, his voice dropping to a whisper meant only for Goku's ears.
And Son Goku, I want you to know that I do this not out of duty, but because I recognize what you truly are. The blood of Yamoshi flows through you. Do not disappoint his legacy.
Meanwhile, back on Beerus's planet, Whis had not moved from where Goku had vanished. Vegeta was growing impatient. Well, are you going to stand there all day? Or are you going to tell me what's really happening? Whis turned to face him, and Vegeta was shocked to see genuine fear in the angel's eyes. Vegeta, Whis said quietly.
My father has uncovered Goku's true potential, and now he wants him on his side.
What are you talking about?
Goku is not simply a talented Saiyan who worked hard. He is the reincarnation of Yamoshi himself, the first Super Saiyan God, the legendary warrior whose power was said to rival even that of the gods of destruction. My father has discovered this truth, and now he intends to unlock that dormant power.
Vegeta's fists clenched. And why does that terrify you? Because, Whis said, meeting his gaze directly.
If Daishinkan succeeds in awakening Goku's full potential, even Grand Zeno may no longer be safe. The balance of power in the multiverse will shift entirely. My father is the strongest being beneath the Omni Kings, and if he gains control of Yamoshi's reincarnation as an ally or weapon—
He didn't need to finish the sentence. Vegeta's expression darkened. Then we need to get stronger, fast. Precisely, Whis agreed, his strategic mind already formulating a plan, which is why we must accelerate our timeline. I will train both you and Gohan simultaneously. Gohan, Vegeta scoffed. The half-breed hasn't trained seriously in years. Gohan carries Goku's potential in concentrated form, Whis explained, perhaps even greater than his father's. And you, Vegeta, are the direct descendant of Akumo, the Crimson Destroyer, Yamoshi's ancient rival. Your bloodline carries power equal and opposite to Goku. Together, you two represent the only chance of maintaining balance. Vegeta was silent for a moment, processing this information. Finally, he spoke. What do you need me to do? Whis smiled, though it didn't reach his his eyes. First, we need to awaken something that has been sealed within you for generations. Come with me. He tapped his staff, and they vanished in a column of light. They reappeared in the void between dimensions, a place of absolute nothingness where only the most powerful beings could survive. Floating before them were the massive glowing orbs that formed the body of Super Shenron, the dragon of the gods. Whis raised his staff and spoke in the language of the gods, his voice echoing across the infinite emptiness. The orbs began to glow, coalescing together as the cosmic dragon took form, his eyes burning with ancient power. Speak your wish. Super Shenron's voice boomed across reality itself. Whis stepped forward.
Great dragon, I ask that you awaken the sealed form within this Saiyan, the form inherited from his ancestor Akumo, locked away by divine decree since the age of legends.
Super Shenron's eyes flared, and he turned his gaze upon Vegeta. For a moment, the dragon seemed to hesitate, as if even he understood the magnitude of what was being requested. This wish is within my power. It shall be granted. Red energy erupted from Super Shenron's eyes, engulfing Vegeta completely. The Saiyan Prince screamed as power beyond comprehension flooded into his body.
For next part, please subscribe and hype this videos. Also comment your opinions on the story. Next part after 1,000 likes.